Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. If you don't know me, my name is Duhamel Bentley, and today we're actually going to be talking about Jaclyn Hill x Morphe's latest collection. I didn't get it. I'm be using the, I guess, primary vault that they launched. This is Ring the Alarm. I feel like it's really appropriate for fall kind of festivities, and I have my thoughts on this new launch. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. So, honey, let's get into swatching this. Let's get into talking about this, and let's do a look because the time has arrived. So, girl, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and let's move on right here, right now. So this is what the actual palette looks like. I know this is very much so Jaclyn Hill aesthetic. You know, you definitely can see this on the brand, you know, that she's created herself. This is really cute. It's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shadow palette, and if I'm very honest with you, I think this is sufficient amount of colors. It's a good mixture between mattes that are just really warm, very cinnamony, just really beautiful, and it has a couple of really gorgeous pops of tone. Now, I have not used this ever. I just actually got it not too long ago. And I said, you know, why not? I know like her #2 palette is huge. Like this girl has got really good luck with like her launches, except for the lipstick event, of course. But, you know, that's been redeemed, baby. That has been redeemed. But you know, I'm excited to swatch these babies. So let's start here and let's see what this looks like. This is the first four. This is Lolly, which is going to be this shade right here, kind of like a rose gold. If I'm honest with you, Lolly looks a little bit lackluster. I think she's very present and maybe she'll be really beautiful kind of coming up with a nice beautiful cut crease. But I feel like she's more of a topper than like, hello, hi, I'm here. Put the little plus button, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she's gonna enhance rather than like create a moment, right? Then up next after that we have Rush, which is this kind of pumpkin tone. Honestly, really shook about it. It's very creamy, very delicious. I haven't tasted it right, but it just feels very velvety and very delicious, which it's kind of surprising to me. Normally, Morphe shadows don't really give me this kind of juice. They're great, don't get me wrong, but these feel different. These feel like it's not Morphe regular formula. Now, after that, we have Bomb ASS, and that is this shade right here. Now, really cute. It's kind of like a foiled, but not metallic. It's just more of like a iridescent foiled red shadow. And it's cute. It's cute. I think it'll work really well. I think maybe I want to incorporate it maybe on the outside here. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm definitely going to cook something up in this kitchen, baby. And then we have Siren, which is the dark kind of, I want to say this is more of like a brown with a really red kind of warm undertone. And I mean, again, very creamy. The mattes so far are very beautiful. But these two first, Lolly and Bomb ASS, they're kind of they're lacking a little bit of luster. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like they're very cute, but I feel like we could push a little bit more. Now, of course, Morphe has upgraded the system ever since these guys actually came out. But, you know, first impressions on the Dufe channel here with Bentley Duhamel. Oh my gosh. Let me wipe this off and let's go to the next four. So these are the next four shades. I think these are definitely my favorite four so far. Very creamy and very vibrant. I feel like a beautiful cut crease, you know, coming in with that gold, honey, and just giving it some accentuation with that beautiful copper kind of finish. Oh my God. Hello? Yes, please hold. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. So let's start here. The gold one is called On Camera. The soft kind of, I want to say more camel brown, which is one of my favorite shades of brown. It's called Mugshot. Just, I love how grungy and like, it just really enhances you in a very sexy way. I love type of browns like this. The copper tone is called Boom. And honestly, hello, it is so beautiful. I'm like, whoa, this is so crazy. And then Framed is the kind of more what can I call this? Because the other one was more brown. This is almost a little bit more plummy. It's like the first one, which we did was Siren. It's more on the red brown. This is more on the plum brown. So it has a little bit more of the cool tone purple in there. It just looks incredible overall. And I'm excited. I felt something crawling on my leg. I was like, oh my God, do not play me, bug. But I don't have anything. It was just my imagination. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let me take these off, and we have 2 left to swatch, and we'll see how those look. All right, you guys, so these are the final 2. I'm sorry, it's a little bit dirty. I'm trying to make this presentable. But these are the final 2, and just so gorgeous, so creamy. The top one here, it's going to be Alert. So this definitely is just very pumpkin vibes. I absolutely love this palette, I think for in general, but I think this is a perfect fall palette. I know that if you guys haven't seen the video where I created, I think it was 24 palettes per video, where we really broke everything down and said, these are options if you want to be inspired by, these are options if you really want to go hardcore, these are options if you want pastel versions of like the fall vibe. We really broke it down. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, honey, girl, you're missing out. I'm just letting you know. So subscribe, hit the little thumbs up. It helps like you have not a clue, baby. And binge watch. It is a thing in the Doofy Nation, and welcome. I'll make sure to mail your patch. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the brown shade here is called Secret. Now, the names are a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie to you, but I think the tones are beautiful and the shadows are actually performing really, really well. So let me prime my eyes. I'm going to be priming my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Laying Low, because I really love when I'm doing like grungy nude type of tones. I love using that one in particular. It just gives you an extra layer of flesh type of undertone. Of course, you know, I have flesh on my eyes. It's going to be flesh either way. But it just sticks so well. It just makes the actual eyeshadow work really, really well. And I'm excited. So let's try it and let's see if this convinces me to want to try the new launch by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Because I've got my thoughts, baby. I've got my thoughts. Of course, this palette, if you do want to purchase this palette, you can purchase it going on Google, checking different websites that may have it. Morphe does not sell this actual palette any longer, but I know they just relaunched, I guess, a neutral version of it. I like the placement. We'll get into that conversation in a minute here. All right, so my eyes are primed. As you can see, it just gives it a nice little fleshy effect, and these guys just work so well. I absolutely love the MAC paint pots, and I mean, they're nothing new, but I know they just recently expanded more tones into the collection, but you know, they're worth your money, they're worth your while. And when I say worth your money, I mean like I do my makeup at least 5 times a week, you know, on a roll. Sometimes I do 2 times in one day, and the paint pot lasted me like straight up a year and a couple of months. And this was like on using. So I absolutely love it. I think it's a bang for your buck. So I totally recommend the paint pots if you haven't used them yet. All right, so I'm grabbing a fluffy brush here. This is, I don't know what this one is. This is from the collection from that girl that won. I don't remember her name, but she's so talented and so beautiful. She won a, what is it? The Instant Influencer competition when James Charles did that. And Morphe has done several collabs with her. You know, just a nice little fluffy brush. I think Morphe brushes are really good quality and very affordable, especially when they're having sales or they're discontinuing them. Like, I am a big fan of Morphe brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stamping this on my outer corner. And I want to see if this is going to build intensity pretty well. I mean, if I'm honest, on first impressions, there's no fallout whatsoever. And it's kind of building really well. So let's see what's the tea, honey, because I'm kind of excited. I'm just going to kind of roll it in my crease, bring it up just a little bit, because I definitely want this look to be blown up and I want it to be kind of like sultry. I feel like that's really the concept of this particular palette. So let me do that to both eyes and we'll see what happens here. Okay, so this is 3 packs and no fallout whatsoever, and the pigment's looking really good. It's not looking patchy, it's looking pretty even. I do have it looking a little bit patchier on this kind of outer corner, but the reason why is because I'm not concentrating product there. I'm just kind of fluffing it out a little bit there and then just really focusing the pigment in the crease. So, this is both eyes kind of applied 3 times. You want to kind of look at yourself and find symmetry. That word, oh my gosh. You want to find symmetry, symmetry. You want to find it to be balanced. Honey, don't play with me. You want to find that balance. And of course, your face isn't perfection unless like you're going to a surgeon and rebalancing your face. Naturally, parts of our bodies are going to be a little bit different, right? But you want to kind of create that symmetry as best as you can. I was in a grocery store buying some Mexican aguas, which I call them juices, but in the Mexican culture they call them aguas, and they have a variety of them. They have agua de horchata, they have tamarindo, they have so many different flavors, right? And this woman, she worked there and she had beautiful makeup on. Like, it was bold and it was bright, and in the Hispanic community, unfortunately, that sometimes can be a symbol of ridicule, right? If you're bold and you're bright and you're outspoken, people shame you for that a lot of the times because people are intimidated in the community for it. But this woman, you know, she had a really bold blue eyeshadow and it looked incredible. But I wanted to say it as nicely as I could because I want her, like, I loved her boldness, but I also wanted her to do it right? Of course, she was suggested over to the Dufay, to the Bentleys. By the way, do you see this? Do you see this moment right here? If you know what this is, please let me know. Like, I'm going to the doctor, honey, but like, this is just outrageous. I don't know what's going on in my skin, and it's only here. It's not painful, but it's just like concerning, to say the least. Back to my story, though. But she didn't have symmetry. She had one really, really high and the other one was just like really, really low. And, you know, if you're going to be bold, honey, be bold, but do your best to create beautiful artwork that is going to be balanced, right? Show the babies what the truth of the matter is, right? So I'm just picking up a little bit of Alert, which is the kind of more orangier shade. And I'm going to start kind of buffing and introducing Alert a little bit more towards the inside of the eye. Same brush as well. Okay, so now that we have that kind of cornering in, I wanted to create more of that Alert, tangerine, more orangey pumpkin pie type of tone, concentrating through here. Of course, we're still at very beginning stages and there's a lot that we still have to do to get this looking right. But I mean, so far, there's no fallout whatsoever. Pigment is looking really, really lovely and it's blending really nicely, which I'm kind of shook I didn't look at this before. I'm like, girl, what's going on? Let me grab another brush and let's go on to the next tone. So I'm grabbing a Jeffree Star and Morphe collection. I mean, these guys are not being sold anymore. This is like an oldie but a goodie video. These are definitely not sold anymore. Long story short, you know, blah, blah, blah. But this is the JS12. Any little baby kind of fluffy brush will work. What I want to do is I want to kind of go in with Secret, which is the more deepest brown, or the deepest brown in the palette. And I want to start intensifying the crease a little bit, but we want to kind of add to it, not overpower it. So as you can see, it's starting to build an intensity. It's starting to look a little bit more put together, pulled through. It's living its life. And I'm kind of happy because honestly, this was very easy to apply. Again, I'm kind of shook. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to re-intensify this as well. Okay, so we've built intensity, and I feel like my eyes are starting to flame up and be like, you know? But sound effects are very real in the Doofay Nation, honey. So, what do I do now? Let me see. Let me think. I think I want to dip the same brush because, baby, don't play with me. You know I recycle. To death do us part. I think I want to do Siren, which is more of that soft brown red undertone base, and I'm just picking up a little bit of that, and I'm going to start incorporating it where I laid down Secret, which was the darkest brown. So at this point, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing Rush, which is the lightest kind of peachy pumpkin type of tone in here. And I'm going to start softening the above edge on the outside as well. Because, I mean, I think this is pretty much done. We have to cut the crease after this and, you know, lay those beautiful shimmers down. But let's kind of erase a couple of things. Let's intensify. Let's get ready, honey. Okay, so now that I kind of have the base ready and set and go, like this is looking very off to the races, very smoky, very ring the alarms. I think this is definitely speaking to what the vibe of the palette was. we're still having to blend a couple of things out, and we're still working through it. This is definitely a trusted process kind of environment, and we're going to be cutting our crease with the P. Louise, and this is the blank canvas. And I'm going to be using another Morphe brush, and this is the A18. This is the Ariel and Morphe collection. Honestly, really, really like these brushes. So let me start cutting my crease. I don't know if I want to do a crazy shape, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out. Okay, so now that we have the eye kind of cut, I just did a regular base cut. I didn't really go in too crazy with the shape, you know, I think this is a solid, very sexy, beautifying cut crease for all different shapes of eyes. In this case, what I'm doing is I'm creating a shape that is a little bit more elongated rather than more rounded, right? I do have a cut crease. Of course, we all have a cut crease, but what I mean is I have hooded eyes. I almost said Huda Beauty. Hooded eyes. And I mean, this is already looking beautiful with this like very nude glam type of tone. You could leave it like this, but of course I want to try as much colors as I can from the palette. So I think I'm going to go in with On Camera, which is the gold shade. I'm using another Morphe brush from the same collection from the girl that won the Instant Influencer. And I never thought I was going to love these little silicone brushes as much as I do, but I have fallen completely in love with them. Okay, so now that the gold base is set, I'm going to go and top it off with Lolly, which is that rose gold type of vibe. I think I'm going to start doing it from here and stop it kind of in the middle. Okay, so now that I have Lolly and I also have On Camera, I want to do the Balm ASS, but I want to do it in this corner here, kind of stretching out because I want to intensify that kind of, you know, beautiful warm tone we've got going on there. Same concept, but I'm using the back of the kind of rubbery spoolie. Okay, so now that I've kind of incorporated them, creating a softer blend, I'm going to be grabbing the small brush that we did the corner of the crease with. I'm going to be using that just to stamp over and kind of soften everything back out. All right, lashes are on, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab, for some reason these lashes, I feel like this one's a little bit longer than this one, but girl, we're rolling with the punches here. I'm still looking like I'm serving butter without carbs. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm grabbing my Krylon. This is the Contour Pencil Art 01091905. You know, I think it's called Berlin. Honey, you know, I'm going to warm it up really quick here because I'm going to bring that into my waterline. I do want to open up, you know, the kind of eye. I want to make it nice and bright and juicy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my face because I want to do the bottom once I'm done with the face, I'm gonna clean the sharp edges up. And give me like a second here, honey. Let me get this mug beat, and I will be right back. All right, you guys. So this is the final look. I honestly am so shocked at how well overall this worked. I will be posting pictures of the look overall, but this all just worked so seamlessly, so beautifully. It just looks really opaque and really rich, and I'm obsessed. I think this looks incredible. It felt incredible. So if you can get your hands on the new one, I gotta check if the quality is the same. So leave it in the comment down below if you want me to check that new video or that new palette out. But if you can still get the Ring the Alarm palette, honey, this is everything and more. I am obsessed. I'm living my life. I'm literally like ice and fire, and I can't like say other than how happy I am about it. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. We are so grateful. We are so thankful for all of your guys' support, help, likes, share, comments. We are just, we have so much fun every single time we get to talk to you guys in the comment section. So if you haven't subscribed, I highly recommend you to join the Dufay Nation. Honey, we are ever so changing and ever so growing. And you just don't know what's going to come in these channel. I'm just putting it out there. So definitely subscribe, binge watch. It is a thing. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye!